Hey guys, what up? Today we are about to do a bicep workout routine, and we're going to be focusing on the peak of the bicep. First exercise is going to be some incline bench bicep curls. 6, 7, 8. Get some blood flow in there. 9. 12. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Nice. And what we're going to do is we only going to work with repetitions between 8 to 12. All right, guys, this is our second set of our incline bench concentration curls using a dumbbell. 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 12. Perfect. Whew. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Here's a tip for the bicep. So basically what I'm doing is I'm slightly rotated to this side and I'm turning my pinky inward so that way I can get that bicep to activate more. So that's just a little pro tip there. Obviously Arnold Schwarzenegger speaks about it all the time, and that's exactly where I got it from. All right guys, this is our third set of our incline bench concentration curl. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, we're focusing on the peak of the bicep. 10. 2 more. 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. One more. 12. Excellent. Now what you guys should definitely do is make sure you guys warm up before you go into this, because this particular exercise put a lot of stress on the bicep. It like really isolates the bicep 1000%. So it all depends. So for me, I have a lot of mass and size. I need to work more on separation of the muscle. So basically that's why I'm doing a peak bicep focus workout only, and then at the end we're going to hit some hammer curls. Obviously you got to hit the hammer curls to just develop the overall bicep thickness and forearms and all that stuff like that. So if you notice, Ronnie Coleman had like these freakish peak biceps, and I forgot the other guys, but there's a bunch of guys that had crazy peak biceps. Even Arnold Schwarzenegger had that as well. All right guys, our fourth and final set of this exercise. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 12. Excellent. Now, if you guys notice, I'm not using heavy weight at all. So make sure you guys don't use heavy weight. Once again, like I'm going to keep saying, is you want to pick a weight that you can pull or push with the muscle, right? When we're talking about hypertrophy, this is hypertrophy, right? This is not strength, right? So when you're doing strength and explosive workouts, you're not worrying about pushing with the muscle, right? You're worrying about like how fast can you move the weight, right? So just know the difference between the two, and there's a few different ways to do these things. But on the concentration curl, you want to pick a weight that your bicep is actually pulling the weight, right? Because remember, it is an isolation exercise. It's not a compound exercise. All right, guys, now our second bicep exercise is going to be a preacher curl, and we're going to be using the easy curl bar, and our hand position is going to be a close grip, right? So we're going to hold it right here. Hopefully you guys can see. Boom, and then pull. 1, 2, 1, 6. There we go. Come on. 12. Perfect. Woo, nice. So basically now with this is you could take a little bit longer rest period. With the concentration curls, a very short rest period. You just kind of bang them out, right? All right, guys, our second set. Yep. Make sure you guys choose a close grip, okay? Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's perfect. Now what this does is, using a close grip, obviously you're going to work the long head of the bicep, but it also too, it puts a lot of emphasis and concentration on the bicep. All right, third set, baby. Lock in. Yep. 2. 7, 8. 2 more. 9. 1 more. Alright, we got side 10. Woo. Yeah, y'all definitely, I'm telling you, like on the third set of this, by the time y'all finish, basically on your second exercise, third set, I guarantee you the pump is going to be crazy. So make sure when you're getting that crazy muscle pump, you definitely want to take a nice little break, and you want to stay hydrated, because remember, you could easily aggravate a muscle, right? You could easily aggravate the bicep, and then it sets you back weeks, right? So that's what I'm saying. Make sure you guys warmed up, because one little muscle tear, one little minor tear could set you back. Like, people don't realize how much the bicep is involved in pull-ups, bench pressing, bent rows, hammer curls. Like, I mean, there's so many exercises, your shoulder workouts, like everything. Remember, you have to pick up things. You got to use your bicep to pick it up to do a shoulder press. So, you know, that's why I always preach staying warmed up, warming up properly, hydrating properly, and just lifting in a safely manner, but still push it as far as you can, right? And as always, you have to make adjustments, you know, on the fly. You know, you might be in a set, and the third set might hit, and I might just be like, I'm not going to do the third set. I'm going to move on to the next exercise, because you know, if you do that fourth set, something possibly can tear, right? All right, guys, fourth and final set of this bicep exercise. 1, 2, 6, 8. 2 more. 9. 1 more. 10. Ooh, it's so crazy that this kind of exposed you know, imbalances, muscle imbalances, because there's so much isolation. You know, it's always my left bicep is always going to give me the issue. Like I know when I pull, I have to actually like really pull with my left bicep. If I don't pull with my left bicep, then this happens. It becomes uneven. So I really have to focus. I got to remember that, to just think, pull with the left side, pull with the left side. Even during my bench, it's the same thing. I have to push with the left side, push with the left side, make my brain think that. And you know, I'm always gonna say that's just due to the injury. So it is what it is. But y'all see, I'm working around it. No excuses, and we keep pushing. All right, guys. Now with third bicep exercise, it's gonna be some alternating hammer curls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whew. Now, as you can see, the technique that I used was, I would like to call these hammer cheating curls, basically. So basically what I'm doing is, as you can see me from the side, I'm getting the contraction that I need. I'm just swinging a little bit and I'm stopping right here. I'm just basically drag curling it. So there's no need for me to come all the way up here. If you notice, that just become all shoulder work, right? So I'm boom, right here, and I'm leaning into it, squeeze, lean into a squeeze, lean into a squeeze. So that's the technique that I'm using, and I want to go heavy because I want to build the overall thickness. We already did the peak work. We did the single arm incline bench concentration curl using the dumbbell, and we did the preacher curl using the easy curl ball with a close grip, and now we hit the hammer curl. So basically we hit all 3 heads of the biceps, and we touching up a lot of the forearm work. I will record the forearm work, but you know, I do that on my off days. I mean, well, not my off days, but on days that I don't record. But basically, they're just simple, right? You have your extenders right here for the forearms, and then you have your flexors, whereas here, pull down, extension, boom, extension, boom, flex. Is just like tricep, bicep, same exact thing. So you could choose. There's a bunch of different exercises you could choose for it. If you guys want me to show y'all a forearm workout, leave a comment and let me know. And make sure you guys like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel, all of those things, right? Comment, all those things. All right, so I talked to y'all guys, already rested for about like a minute. So now we're gonna hit it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whew. Perfect. Now remember how I grew my arms. It's crazy because there was this guy at the YMCA, and I seen him. He had like this crazy physique, and I see him do bicep curls like that, like dumbbell curls. He would do it very short, just like very short twisting. And I remember seeing that, and I copied it, and my arms grew like wildfire. So I still do that to this day, only on hammer curls, but not necessarily the bicep curl. I'm kind of more stricter with it because I already have size on my bicep. So now it's just all about trying to build that separation. And I've been doing cardio so I could come down in weight, so I could see all that muscle separation. So before I started shooting the video, I did a 1 mile walk, speed walk up the hill, 3 incline, 2.5, 3.0 speed. Towards the end, I just bumped it up to a 3.5, did a nice little jog, got off and shot. So, all right, guys, on the third set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Ooh, 1 more set to go. Actually, no, we're doing 5 total sets of the hammer curls. We did 8 supinated style bicep curl, which means the palm facing up, which is going to hit a lot of the close head, obviously the long head with the close grip, but you also too hit the, I keep saying close head, I mean short head and long head, right, of the bicep. So we did 2 exercises that hit the short head of the bicep, and obviously when you bring in the grip a little bit closer, you're going to recruit a lot more muscle for the long head in that. But doing the preacher curl, since you're isolating it, you're definitely going to hit the peak of the bicep, which is the close. I mean, I keep saying close, which is the short head of the bicep. And then, you know, we're finishing off with our hammer curls, heavy, you know, long head of the bicep, the brachialis, the forearms, all those things like that to build that overall size. Right, and also too, you know, you lift it heavy like that, you're going to build some strength. So I have a video coming out that y'all guys are going to see me perform a 500. I think I did a 515 deadlift, and I haven't really been practicing for the deadlift like that. So it goes to show you, you know, hammer curls are really good, especially for the grip. The fifth and final set of our hammer curls. One, two, three, 4, 5, and 6. Perfect. No need to do more than that. Yes, I could have did force reps, but I'm going to hit biceps again during the week. It's a Tuesday. I'm going to hit hammer curls again somewhere later on down the line in the week. Also, we did 13 total sets of our biceps, bicep only workout, focusing on the peak of the bicep, separation, isolating the bicep. Then at the end, we focus on hitting a long head using the hammer curls. Basically, that's it. So make sure you guys hit that like, subscribe, comment. Peace.